From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. The NFL's first ever Black Friday clash. The Dolphins and the Jets underway here at MetLife Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. In motion right is Wilson. They'll start on the ground. Hall. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jets at 6 and 4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Corral going to bootleg it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Sliding down here. Good move by Corral. He's got the first down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action, Corral. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Hall again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Corral. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there. No fear there in the middle of the field. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Finding Hardman here over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Locates Hardman for another catch. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Corral sets up play action. Completes it to Hardman. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Off play action. Here's Corral. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Corral, another throw coming. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, 28 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback. And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitz...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Little short pass here to Hill. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Shotgun snap to Corral. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line. And quarter at their own 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Hardman on the return. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy, because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. In motion right, that's Wilson. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Here's Corral. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Open man here is Conklin. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
All right, now, let's get in that end zone.
Here's Corral. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Corral sets up play action. And this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run with Hall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. In motion right is Wilson. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And this time he is in. Breece Hall with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third down, Corral. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. Fighting through at the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12. Corral looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to H.A. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Tua going to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He'll get this up to about the 44.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic. But the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Looking to pass. Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On second down, Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small. Ball has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Corral under pressure, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Corral. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's Tua. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Throwing Tua. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
3 points are huge. Talk about a chip shot.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what